everyone, I'm Jana. Okay, today I will tell the topic about schizotypal personality disorder. Before I tell about the STPD, I will tell a little bit and brief a little bit about overview of schizotypal personality disorder or this STPD. Okay, so people with schizotypal personality disorder, they are actually often described as odd, eccentric, peculiar, which means same word with weird, and they usually have few, if any, close relationship. Generally, don't understand how to form the relationship, and also their behavior on others. So this problem may lead to severe anxiety and a tendency to avoid social situation. As the person with schizotypal personality disorder or this STPD, they usually tend to hold peculiar belief and may have difficulty appropriate to social cues.
Okay, so now diagnostic criteria. Okay, so those who possess 5 or more symptom criteria will be defined as having STPD. So the symptom criteria of schizotypal personality disorder defined in the DSM-5, which is actually there are nine criteria. So the criteria number 1, areas of reference, which is excluding delusion of reference. And criteria 2, odd belief or magical thinking that influence behavior and is inconsistent with subcultural norms. For example, superstitiousness, belief in clairvoyance, telepathy, or sixth sense in children and adolescents. Also, bizarre fantasies or preoccupations. And then criteria 3, unusual perceptual experience, including bodily illusions. And criteria 4, odd thinking and speech, likes vague circumstances, metaphorical, over elaborate, or stereotype. And criteria 5, suspiciousness or paranoid addiction. Criteria 6, inappropriate or concentrated affect. Criteria 7, behavior or appearance that is odd, eccentric, or peculiar. Criteria 8, lack of close friends or confidence other than first degree relative. Criteria 9, excessive social anxiety that does not diminish with familiarity and tends to be associated with paranoid fear rather than negative judgment about self. So I repeat again, those who possess 5 or more symptoms like the criteria as mentioned just now will be defined as having STPD. Okay, just now diagnostic criteria, and now diagnostic features, where each will elaborate more about all of these criteria. Okay, so the persons in this criteria 1, usually they misinterpretation of events and external events because have specific and unusual meaning to the persons. And for criteria 2, where the person, the individual usually believe or held in the delusion belief, where this individual may be superstitious or busy with paranormal phenomena that are outside the norm of the subculture. And also they feel that they have special power to feel something before the event occur, or they feel their special power can read people's mind. Also, they believe have miraculous control over the others, which can be done directly or indirectly through obedience to magical rituals. For example, walking through certain objects 3 times to avoid certain harmful outcome. And then for criteria 3, changes in perception may occur. For example, feelings that others are present or grumble their names. That's for criteria 3. And then for criteria 4, their speech may include expression and construction in which unusual and unique, where the impressions can be too concrete or too abstract, and words or concepts can sometimes be applied in unusual ways, where also the individual may indicate that he or she cannot speak at work. So here are the some criteria from criteria 1, 2, 3 and 4. We will look for the next slide for other criteria. Okay, so now for the criteria 5, 6 and 7 for this slide. Okay, for criteria 5, where these individuals are often suspicious and maybe paranoid. For example, they trusting co-workers at work want to ruin their reputation with their boss. And for criteria 6, where they are often unable to negotiate the impact and interpersonal needed for a successful relationship, and thus often appear to interact with others in inappropriate, rigid or restricted ways. And then for criteria 7, individuals are often considered odd or eccentric due to unusual behavior, often unwanted clothing that is not compatible and does not pay attention to traditional social conventions. For example, an individual may avoid eye contact, wear colorless and inappropriate clothing, and may not join in the honor of giving and receiving co-workers. That's for criteria 7. And then we go to the next slide for criteria 8 and 9. Okay, now for criteria 8, where under this criteria 8, the individuals experience interpersonal relationship as problematic and uncomfortable in relation to others. Although they may express frustration with a lack of relationship, their behavior indicates a decline in desire for intimate relationship. So as a result, they usually do not have at least one close friend or believer other than a relative. And the last criteria, which is criteria 9, where the persons under this criteria 9, usually they worry about social situation, especially involving strangers. They will interact with other people when they need to, but prefer to take care of themselves because they feel they are different and not fit. So their social anxiety does not diminish even when they spend more time in the mood or become more acquainted with others, as their anxiety tends to be associated with suspicious of other people's motivation. So for example, when they are attending dinner, this individual will with a schizotypal personality disorder will not become more relaxed. As time goes by, but they become tense and suspicious. That's under the criteria 9. Okay, so now comorbidity. So the persons or the individual having the schizotypal personality disorder, or known as STPD, usually they can get, or usually they can co-occurs with major depressive disorder or MDD. Also can get obsessive compulsive disorder or OCD, and also social phobia. So all of this kind of disorder usually can come together with persons or those individual facing schizotypal personality disorder or this STPD.
Treatment plan. Okay, so suggestion for the client, psychotherapy and also medication. Okay, so here psychotherapy, which is include CBT, okay, cognitive behavioral therapy. Okay, also include supportive therapy and family therapy. And second, which is medication, cognitive behavioral therapy or CBT. Okay, it's identifying and challenging negative thought pattern, learning specific social skill, and also modifying okay. Then family therapy, where each involving family member may help actually to improve communication, trust, and also ability to work together during at home. Okay, then for supportive therapy, okay, offering encouragement and also fostering adaptive skill. That's for supportive therapy. And for medication, usually therapy may prescribe the antidepressant, anti-anxiety, and mood stabilizer medication. It's for handling the symptom. Okay, however, we also need to help ourselves to reduce this symptom, this disorder through positive relationship with our friends, our family, and also healthy daily to having a schedule, a good sleep, routine, exercise, and also consistency with taking prescribed medication. That's maybe a little bit about coping skills and support. Okay, so I think that's all. Thank you for